welcome back to the next video in a series of videos where we draw Rocket League cars, and today for this video we're going to be drawing the Scarab, but for the sake of today's video I'm going to have to erase my already amazing drawing of the Scarab. Also, do you prefer drawing on pencil or paper? If you prefer paper and you'd like to see tutorials on paper, then please comment below. But otherwise I will be drawing on an iPad, because otherwise I have to make my setup for drawing on my iPad on paper every day. So we're going to start with the Scarab. So we're going to start with just a line across here. It's just a curved line. This is like the front of the Scarab. So the Scarab is like one of the worst, allegedly one of the worst cars in the game. Like, everyone hates it. Twitch streamers will do challenges where if they get to a certain amount of subs or followers in a certain amount of time, then they have to use the Scarab for like a month. So now we're going to draw the windshield. So you just need to draw this along here. I just basically just drew. Then after that you come down here and around. And you're going to start about there, because now you've got to come down and across here. So that's kind of the front of the Scarab, but now we're going to draw the wheels. So you draw the first wheel a bit out. And part of what makes the Scarab so bad is that its wheels are just on like struts. They, ignore my drawing, they kind of just stick out way much. And so now I come down here. And draw that again. And then we come back to drawing the wheels. So you do that, and then we make it 3D by doing that. So draw two lines out, and then draw a curved line connecting them both. And then fill it in. And if you need to, then you can erase just a bit to make it seem a bit more real. Ooh, that's too much. So what you kind of want to do is make it like straight across here. Just make it pretty straight. And come around here. And now we kind of need to draw the back of the Scarab a bit. So you draw that. And the Scarab has these lights on it. So you got to draw a cylinder here, which then connects to the car like this. And I'm just really quick going to color that in light blue. And you basically the same thing on the other side. So the app that I use for my drawing is called Sketches School, and it's completely free. There's also Sketches Pro though, which costs money, but I honestly don't care about that. There's still a heap of effects on this one, on an iPad, even if it's on an app like this. that you can't get on paper or without specialized material. So that's kind of what I like about drawing on an iPad. So now we need to draw just kind of lines that come out, and these are the struts. So on one side you need to draw the whole strut, and then the wheel. So you do that. It's kind of somewhere reasonable. And you draw the very back of the Scarab. And that's the back of the back wheel strut, and so that comes down. This looks a bit more 3D. And so kind of got this one strut here, and then you cut that off. It's just a little stud, and then it comes out like that. And then you need to connect that to your car with a wheel. Even for a Scarab, my drawing currently looks terrible, but we shall see. And so now we're going to draw the other supporting strut for this wheel, and it comes up, and you just make a circle. That's literally all it is. And then across here, this line keeps coming, and there, around there. And I'm going to add a couple thinner lines, just to give it a bit more definition. Shade that in, just before we actually do the real colouring. And that's about all we really need to do. This is a terrible looking Scarab, but I'm just going to straighten up a couple wheels and things. So fast forward. Okay, and so now we're going to be kind of colouring it in, but before we do that, we need to do the wheels. And so these are going to be the Alpha reward wheels, or something like it anyway. They can be like kind of gold coloured, kind of bend into the middle. I don't really know. Actually, hang on. It's gonna be, I have these wheels, I don't use them but they're pretty much just slime. If you know what they're called, please tell me. But they're pretty much just slime, so they'll look something like this. So they look something like that. And now, just because this is a scarab, we're going to be giving it a topper. So to do the topper, you need to get an eraser and just erase a little bit of top here. So I'm going to be doing the unicorn horn. And so it's just gonna get the curved base there, and then it comes up kind of like this. And then you just replace the missing area. And because it's the unicorn horn, it's kind of got a bit of swirl to it. And so you're going to add these little lines here. And now we get to colour in. And I'm just going to start with the unicorn horn real quick. And just because it's a unicorn horn, it's going to be pink and purple. Now my colouring is probably going to be a lot faster than yours if you're on paper. But I'm going to fast forward it. And just remember, if you need to, you can always pause the video. And now I'm going to do the boost trail. The boost trail, it's going to be super simple. I have this boost trail on. This, just a super simple, actually no, it's going to be alpha boost. Please forgive me if I get this wrong. The drawing wrong. This is kind of a hard boost to draw. Actually no, what am I doing? One of the advantages about drawing on iPad is that you have special tools, such as airbrush. So you can super easily make a boost. So I'm going to use that, I reckon. Okay, and we're gonna we need to draw a ground line. The ground line's gonna be kind of thick. I really should use a ruler, but so when you're drawing the ground line, you kind of need to get your ground line from the back wheels so that it all looks natural. I hope this works because I may or may not have actually filled it all in. Right, let's hope it. No, the whole thing goes green. Jeez, I guess this come in a bit more. that actually looks kind of sick. I'm gonna do that. So that's the Scarab. It looks trash, but then again, you would expect a Scarab. Wait, I just had a great idea. So the Scarab is a real animal, and I want to. So it's kind of dung beetle. I'm just gonna draw it in. That should be pretty simple to draw. It's a pretty decent Scarab beetle. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother with that. But that's the Scarab. Drawing this Scarab. Who actually uses the Scarab though? Unless you're like a YouTuber who's doing like a challenge or something. Like, if you actually use the Scarab, then comment. Because I want to know who actually uses the Scarab. But that's all.